Hey Brandon, my name is Jennifer, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring more customers to your business. Ryan said to send this over to you. Now you're probably wondering, why am I doing this? Simple. In today's busy world, inundated by internet connectivity, business owners are often too busy running their businesses to focus on how the internet can benefit them and their business. And sometimes the biggest hesitation one has towards hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. I have found that by giving people a free attack plan of things they can actually do to impact their business helps, and results in some of those business owners saying, "Hey Jen, please do this for me. Take this off my plate." So, if by the end of this video you can see that I have some tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message and we can chat. Or, if you simply want to use this free action plan and do it yourself, that's okay too. So let's get started, and I'll show you 3 things that will set your company above the competition. The first thing I want to discuss is content. Now, most business owners know that they need content. Excuse me, but they don't realize that the average length of the #1 search on Google for movers is 1,500 to 2,500 words. So in order to show up at the top of Google, you need to have at least 1,500 words on your website. And you do have a very nice website. I did notice, however, that if you put in the www dot before the ready to roll moving, it does not connect. So you may want to take a look into that. You get a broken link. However, when I count the words on your very nice site, I see that you have 999 words. You are getting there. That's very good. However, when I look at your competition over here, they only have 390 words, but they are outranking you because of their keywords. So what I mean by that is, this is a wonderful tool that we use called Ahrefs. It costs a couple $100 a month, and it gives me a behind the scenes look at what Google is looking at when they are ranking a site. So I ran a quick scan on your competitor's website, and I can see that they have 81 keywords. So we're going to skip over their name because hopefully they're ranking for their name, but they're ranking for Moving Companies Cincinnati, Cincinnati Moving Companies, Movers Cincinnati, Cincinnati Movers, Moving Companies Cincinnati, Ohio. So these are what your ideal customers are searching. When we look at you, we see Piano Movers Cincinnati, Commercial Movers Cincinnati, Piano Moving Cincinnati. Again, we're going to jump over your name. Piano Movers, Movers in Fairfield, Movers in Middletown. So it's good, but it's not what your ideal customer is searching for. So the #1 thing you need to do to beat your competition online is to have a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage, because that's what's driving your competitor's business, and it's 100% beatable if you get this done. So if we go ahead and we Google Movers Cincinnati, the first thing that comes up here, we can see the ads. Now here's the thing. Ads really can work. However, they can also be a money pit if your foundation, your website, isn't dialed in. You want to be careful not to burn money with Google Ads until you know for sure your site will convert. The second thing I want to discuss is citations. And you are probably asking yourself right about now, what's a citation and why do they matter? That's really a great question. This is the Google Map Pack, okay? And citations are the listing of your business name, address, and phone number across the web. This is also known as a NAP, or name, address, and phone number. This is how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. Now you might ask, okay Jen, how do I show up in the maps? Also a very good question. The #1 thing you can do today to push your business up the map pack is add citations. You're not ranking in the top 3 on the map pack. You need to be listed in more directories. So a citation is your NAP on places like Yellow Pages, BBB, Facebook, Yelp, and a couple hundred other directories. And when you get more than your competition, you gain more trust than they have from Google, pushing you up the map pack. You're probably telling yourself, hey, that sounds great, but how do I do that? It's simple, really. We have tools that will tell us exactly what directories your competition is listed on. Then we can literally go down their list and match those directories. But we won't stop there, because we don't just want to match them, we want to dominate them online. We want 50 to 100 more, so it takes them longer to catch up. Now, the third thing I want to discuss today, the third pillar of Google, is backlinks. This will really help you dominate on Google. When we go back to our map pack and we scroll down, this is the organic section. You are not number 1 here, and this is where you want to be. And to get there, you need authority. But how do you get authority? It all comes down to backlinks. Backlinks, excuse me, backlinks are when one site links to another website. Think of it like this. When another relevant site links to your site, it is giving you some of its credibility, kind of like a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. The more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. Another great example is if you can get a local blog or industry site linking back to you, then that's great. But if you're a mover and you've got a backlink from La Rosa's, not so great, because you don't sell pizza. So when I take a look at your competitors' backlinks, see that they've got 65, but they've got these strong backlinks from relevant sources. When I take a look at you, you have 256 backlinks, but they're not as relevant because they're not pushing you up in the organic section the way your competitor is. And Ahrefs gives us all of this information. So getting you to the top isn't magic, it's just a method. And today I've shown you that method. Once again, we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words, rich with keywords. Citations, you want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out the competition by a landslide. Backlinks, you need more relevant sites. You need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority. If you begin to implement these strategies today, you can boost your Google ranking and be found by more customers. It's your choice. If you want to take these strategies and use them yourself, it's totally cool by me. I said that at the beginning. But if you want the simple route, give me a call at 859-237-9389. Once again, my name is Jennifer, and I hope that you have an amazing day.